Hello, it's Tuesday, and I am back once again drinking Irish. Emma Ryan here, helping you find some Irish beers to try out and to sample to help support our craft brewers during this whole COVID-19 coronavirus, whatever you want to call it, lockdown. So I did a little count there. So far, there have been 30 videos, 31 beers, because we had one double episode. And that's a lot, but not even close to done. There's a lot of breweries still to get through. I've gotten through quite a lot of breweries in the processes already, obviously, but there's a lot more to get through as well. There will be more added to the list in the, well, hopefully we'll know at the end of the week what I'll be able to say for the next 2 weeks after that. Worst case scenario, I'll be able to say the next week after that for sure, but hopefully I'll say the next 2 weeks full. So if any of you want to get beers to drink along with me while I'm doing this, that'll be great. And so tonight's beer, it's a second appearance for 8 Degrees Brewing. And I know you're kind of going, but there's so many breweries to get through, yeah, but if we immediately go, through this, it's like, it's going to go a bit quickly. So it is the full Irish. It is, just because I was distracted there because I saw the immediately sort of the food pairing options, and that's going to have me thinking if it works right. But yeah, it's a great beer. It's been around a while. 8 Degrees, obviously one of the better known breweries in Ireland, and I've already made jokes about them, so I will be sparing them the mockery and all that this time. Don't worry, lads. But I actually recall when I was doing, I think it mightn't have been the full Irish, it might have been a different one, where I was doing with Brian Condren a video of his a couple of years back, actually a few years ago now, where we had the tasting notes and I was kind of going, here, I'm not going to get all that, and I got all of it. So anyway, with that said, I broke my own rule. I only did it last night of cracking it open beside my computer, so look at me, not learning from my own mistakes. And we are going to get interesting on the head. Yeah, we're emitting the head. Sorry everybody, this is going to be a while before it's being drank. Probably for the best. This is a 6%er, which is stronger than I normally go midweek. We're just going to let that head fully emit out. Wow, that's actually my worst yet, I think. I think this is my worst head yet. Truly, the... Well, I hate monarchy, so it is the king of beers, cause to hell with the monarchy. Yeah, that's my view of it. So we'll let that settle. I suppose that'll take a while, but it's a bit of a weird one for a lot of people because we're coming off a long weekend where for a lot of y'all not too much has changed. I saw Andrew commenting there on Twitter earlier about how I get through in a week what he gets through in a night. I was kind of going, if my schedule was a day job, even though I'm stuck at home, trust me, Andrew, if I was doing that to myself, I'd be fired fairly quick. So I don't think I can get away with drinking what I do in a week in a week's worth of videos in a single night, at least on a single school night, and so. Got to be a little bit careful, obviously. But so a 6% on a Tuesday, high risk by the standards I've been going with, but it is a great one. So I'm just going to mention what they mentioned pairing with. It's shellfish kebabs, it looks like, as in kebabs, sorry, more accurately, and just regular fish. So, going to be interesting, to say the least. See if I would recommend that's what I'd go with. It's not what I'd first thought of with this, although the kebab part actually, yeah, it does, but that's more because it goes with barbecue in general. I think it really works well, and this is before we even had us up for the first time in a while. But, wouldn't immediately think fish with this now, to be honest, but I suppose, yeah, anyway, we're at a passable level here, so let's pour a bit more beer in, so it isn't passable, and that way I can actually just empty the can. And I'll have a sip in a second. But yeah, it's a bit of a slow starter. We're like 3 or 4 minutes into the video and I still haven't had a sip of the beer. But now in fairness, it smells beautiful. Bit of lime. A bit over citrus, but it's going to take a taste to work out. But beautiful hints of lime coming off the top of this. It's good. The thing is, I'm thinking immediately, even with only the first sip, that I may be rolling back on my words again with 8 Degrees Brewing. Yeah, that tangy lime would actually offset fish fantastically. I would actually think though the shellfish option is better for the offsetting. So yeah, that's where I'd go with on this. If you can get like some prawns, whatever, lobster if you're so inclined. Yeah, it works. It works. So let's have another quick sip and we'll actually talk about the flavors more in general, like, while I ramble along. It's the balance. There's a little bit of a biscuity undertone to balance out the bit of bitterness there coming in, and it leaves this really crisp, even feel to the whole thing. Like, you got the fruit, you got the biscuit, and you got that little bit of bitterness coming through, and it's all going together, mystically working its way through your throat, and it does an excellent job. It does an excellent job. I was expecting to say good things about this beer because I've had this beer many times and I enjoyed it every time. It had been a while, so I'd forgotten about that aspect to it. And yeah, the Full Irish, it's a great beer. And I recommend you drink it. There's not too many of them, it is 6%. We've got to be a little bit sensible when we're on school nights. Alrighty, Sláinte Libh go léir.